And I think it's interesting, I was teaching a class about this the other day. Like, all human beings construct God in their own image because we just have no idea. This is this ineffable mystery. We don't know what it is. So we come out of the water and we look up, and we come out of the cave and we look around and we say, wow, God made the corn grow. Or God made Sarah fertile finally. Or God made the rain. And we begin to think about God as this like agent, this power. And the ancient stories of gods, the Greek stories of gods, the ancient African stories of God are both about power and relationship. And you do something to engage the god, and you get what you need or hope, or you hope so. So that's throughout time. So human beings make totems, they make statues, they make images, right? They build pyramids, they construct the energy so they can manage it, relate to it. So I don't think it's just Christianity that had a man. In fact, I think it might be that Christianity built itself on top of Greek, Greco-Roman myths, and therefore you get a man, and you get virgins, and you get, you know, we've borrowed each other's stories. I think over time, and particularly studying wisdom literature in the Hebrew text, looking at the words for God, etymologically, the word ruach, spirit, is a feminine word. The word pneuma is a feminine word. So when God shows up first in the scriptures that I call mine, Hebrew, Jewish, Christian, God is spirit hovering over the deep. Well, that's feminine energy right there. So if at the beginning there's feminine energy, I'm like, I like it. And it stays true through the wisdom literature, through the Psalms, this kind of energy of God being feminine. And I think my most compelling story is that the word for mercy. So in the Quran, God is all merciful, right? In the Hebrew Bible, God is merciful. In the Christian Bible, blessed are the merciful. The word for mercy in the Hebrew, in the Aramaic, and in the Swahili, it's almost like the word womb. Yeah, it's the same root as womb. So I'm like, that's a pretty good clue that there's something feminine and nurturing and life-giving about the container that is God. It is womb-like love. It is womb-like mercy. It is womb-like compassion. It is probably womb-like discipline. Like, you know, mamas get mad. But I mean, isn't that like the most eye-opening? So ruach feminine, pneuma feminine, womb. That speaks to me. And just like Shug Avery says to Celie in The Color Purple, when they are trying to figure out what God is, and Shug says, you've got to get the white man off your eyeball. We have to get the white man that we made up off our eyeball so we can see the mystery more clearly and in all of its complexity. I think that's the theological work before us. Yeah. If we say we're created in the image of the womb, let's say, then how do we behave toward each other? How do we set a table, a container, a safe space, a brave space, in which all of us can practice becoming in the flesh of God? That's a different kind of dynamic than punishment and rules and smiting.